Praise and honor to the Most High God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Israel. The God of Battle Axes coming to you with a first day breakdown, starting the week off with a class of scriptures to get you started. I'm blow the trumpet. We blow the trumpet to signify warning, because we are here to give warning to our people about the upcoming things that's going to befall our people in these latter days. We're speaking to the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The name of the class is People That Don't Obey the Commandments of God Should Be Scared of the COVID virus, or the COVID-19. You should be scared of the COVID-19, because if you're scared of it, that means you're not keeping God's law. That means that you're not obeying the word of the Most High God, because those who do that have comfort in the Most High that He will protect us through these things that's happening in society today. So the Bible speaks of pestilence, it speaks of plagues occurring in His last days. And we know about these things because the Bible is telling us about these things. Christ prophesied about it, prophets prophesied about it, and we prophesying about it today just to give warning to our people that if you truly believe in the Most High God, then you won't be scared, because you'll have to have faith in the Most High God that He'll protect you. Matter of fact, start off with, hold that, give me Hebrews 11:1 first. Hebrews 11:1. If you really trust in the Most High God, a lot of our people say they got faith in the Lord. Oh, I got faith in the Lord. I got faith in the Lord. Do you really have faith in the Lord? Let's see.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
So faith is the substance of things hoped for. What do we hope for? To get into the kingdom. Give me Ecclesiastes 32:24. We hope to get into the kingdom. We hope that the Most High God is sending His Son back to give us salvation out of this wicked place that we're in. We hope for those things. So we got to have faith in those things. And it's the evidence of things not seen. The evidence that we have is here in the scriptures, but we wasn't there to witness it. But the Most High God left these things for us so that we can have hope in the things that He promised to our forefathers and to us.
2:24.
No, it's in the Bible.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So now faith is the substance of things hoped for. So if we hoping for these things, we gotta have faith in the Most High. We're reading the scriptures of the things that happened with our forefathers and foremothers and see how they turned out. That's our evidence right there. When you truly believe in the Most High God, you'll believe in His word and in the testimony of His Son, and this is where you will get your hope from. Because we believe the things in this Bible. We believe everything that's in these books, because we understand that this is an Israelite book. This is not an everybody book. This is written by Israelites for Israelites. You got that? We're going to go to Sirach, chapter 32 and verse 24. Because a lot of people say they believe, a lot of people say they have faith. But according to the Bible, if you truly have faith and you truly believe, there's something that you will be doing for the Lord. The book of Sirach out of the Apocrypha, chapter 32 and verse 24.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 24.
I think we're going to have to cut the fans off. I'm remember them saying something about the volume, so you're going to have to read loud, because that's why we're using the mic. So just read that again.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 24. Father of one and
32. Thank you, y'all.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 32, verse 24. He that believeth in the Lord taketh heed to the commandment, and he that trusteth in shall fare never the worse.
The Bible says, he that believeth in the Lord taketh heed to his commandments. So if you truly, truly believe in the Lord, then you'll take heed to the commandments that he have given us. You would listen to what he told us to do. That's what people who believe in the Most High does. They take heed to his commandments. We adhere to the things that he told us to do. We obey his voice. That's what you do. You don't just say you believe in the Lord and then don't take no action and showing them that you believe in him. How does that work? That's not showing that you have faith in the Lord neither, because he gonna test your faith to see if you really down with him. That's what happened with Job. So just because times get hard, that means throw your faith out the window. Oh, now I don't believe in the Lord and I believe what the white man say. But the white man ain't gave you no evidence to believe in him. He only gave the contrary. So that's the things that our people are doing. They gonna listen to what the heathen say, but they not gonna listen to what God say. So we up in here, we gonna listen to what God say. We don't care about what everybody else is doing. He told us we are holy nation, a separate people from everybody else. He did that for a reason. So I take pride in whenever I go somewhere, I'm the only one without a mask on. People may look at you crazy and things like that. I don't care. I'm holy and separate from everybody else because the Lord told me to keep the commandments. He also said, and he that trusts in him shall fare never the worse. Now, if I got faith in the Lord, don't I supposed to believe that? But this is the thing. I know us up in here got more than faith in the Lord because we ain't sitting trying to figure out if it's true or not. He done already showed us it's true. If he don't show me no more, he done showed me enough already that I know that it's true.
That's right. He
done showed me. So therefore, it's though that I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for he is with me. All these other people is mouth lip service, man. The Lord want to see who riding for him. So if he looking down here and he see here, oh, this supposed to be an Israelite, but he's scared. He didn't give us a spirit of fear. How is that gonna look? You an Israelite that's supposed to be holy and separate, but you doing the same thing everybody else doing. You in the same mentality that everybody else doing, but we got the one true living God on our side.
That's right.
That don't make no sense. Somebody's not standing up for their God. Let's go to Romans chapter 15 and verse 3. So therefore, we're gonna lean on these scriptures so that we can get our hope and that we can get our understanding that we need to make it through these turbulent times while everybody else is scared to death. I'm not finna be scared to death. I grew up scared through the situations, through the life that I had coming up as a kid that they ain't have no control over the situation. I'm not finna be in the truth with the Most High and be scared. That don't make no sense.
He don't want that.
He don't want that. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 3.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 3. For even Christ pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of them that reproached thee fell on me.
Read on. I'm on verse 4.
Verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetimes were written for our learning.
They were written for our what?
For our learning. That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
So the Bible said whatsoever things were written aforetime. That's why we got so many books from our ancestors writing. They were written for our learning. That's what the whole purpose of having the script, so we can relearn who we are, so we can relearn our God, our heritage, our culture, our customs. That's what we got the book for. See, that everybody else don't understand that because they already have a culture and a custom. So this is like novelty to them. That's why they call it religion. It's not religion for us because it's our whole world. It's our whole life. It's our whole being. It's written in this book. That's how we made it. That's how he made it to be. It was written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. What hope do the Chinese man need? What hope do the Russian man need? What hope do the East Indian man need? They have culture. They have a land. They have government. They have a military. They have a financial system. What hope do they need? And they working with the devil, the white man, side by side with them. So what hope do these people need? We are the one that need the hope.
Like in Mexico, I mean, they have a military, but it's the Spaniards.
Mm-hmm.
That's their military.
It's not. Spain never gave that up.
It doesn't belong to Issachar.
No, they never gave it up. Just like Britain, they never give America up. Yeah, they had a revolutionary war, but that was like big brother fighting little brother. They still pay tribute to Britain today. They still consider Queen Elizabeth their queen. You know what I'm saying? So Spain is the same way. Mexico is just an extension of Spain. It's just an extension of it. Argentina is an extension of Italy. They still got their hooves in there. Portugal, Brazil is still an extension of Portugal. So when we understand these things, that no matter what we doing, the people in Mexico, the real Issachars, don't run the show. When they ran the show, they had a whole empire. They don't run the show anymore. Just like blacks in America don't run the show up in here. So all that feeling like you're a part of this, you fooling yourself.
And the empire that the Issachar had, the Spaniards, they tore it down and built over it.
Mm-hmm. Stole everything, stole all the gold. Yeah, because we dealing with Esau. Esau just changed his name to change the game, but he's still the same creature that he was for that spirit in the Garden of Eden. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 7, because like the scriptures say, these scriptures were written for our learning, that we might have hope. So we got prophecies in the Bible that our forefathers and left for us to have understanding. So wouldn't it be real bad to be in captivity and to be scared of the same stuff the white man scared of? That's really hate. But the Lord left his children, he left his children hope. To where even though we in captivity, mentally and spiritually we free by doing his word. But then when a white man gets scared, you know it's on. He try to scare us every day. But when he gets scared, you know it's on. So ain't nowhere in the world, the same person that took us into captivity, we supposed to be over here scared with him. No, whatever's happening to them, we supposed to be standing to the sideline cheering it on. Hallelujah. Exactly.
What they feel.
Yeah, exactly. So you want me to be crying because of 9/11, because you crying at 9/11. Heck, we still crying about 1492. You want us to cry because they bombed Pearl Harbor, because you crying. No. We got our own stuff to be crying about. We crying because we ain't got the kingdom no more.
They want us to forget, but remember
the
9/11.
This our 9/11s up in these scriptures. This our 9/11s. This what we gonna remember. That's why he said he left this far learned. They ain't gonna teach us nothing but to love George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. That's why the kids don't want to learn nothing now in the school. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7. Let's see what Christ had to say. This is going into a future prophecy. We love to pull this because Christ left this prophecy before he left this earth about what was going to happen in the last days. So we got to lean on that thing, man.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. Diverse places.
So the Lord said that there was going to be nation rising against nation. Now, in this COVID-19 situation, it's not China and America rising against each other. Oh, you started. No, you started. No, you started. They already been at each other. But this right here, this another added dimension to being at each other. Because they talking smack about each other because this is COVID-19 thing, right? It said nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famine. It's already starting to be famine. All it took was the COVID-19 to happen. And it ain't even famine because it ain't no food. It's famine because they meat markets is getting contaminated. And the animals that they got that was supposed to go to slaughter, they can't even send it. So they about to just have to kill them. They got crops and stuff that they can't even do nothing with because of this COVID-19. And look how fast the supermarket started clearing out when it first started, everybody going to the supermarket at the same time, and how long it took to refill the shelf. So that thing can happen like that. This was like a test run.
They're destroying the food.
Yeah.
Because
they can't take it to slaughter. But this is like a test run. Now, just imagine if something more extensive or a virus more serious that really messed you up, that really was more contaminated, that affected a lot of people, and then it lasted longer, and they couldn't put food on the shelves. It's going to be a famine for real. And this is America. It's famines in other parts of the country. And we just talking about America, how fast one city can go into a famine. People start killing each other real quick. And they say, and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Now, we're going to touch on the pestilences right now. Let's get the definition of pestilence. It's two definitions from the Webster Dictionary. Pestilence, a contagious or infectious epidemic disease that is virulent and devastating. The second one, something that is destructive and pernicious. This right here is destructive. It could be worse. That's the killing part. This, like, I guess being poor all your life and being at the bottom, the stuff don't affect you like it affect the people higher up. Like a recession. We've had a couple recessions we barely even noticed. When you already at the bottom.
Barely notice.
Yeah, you barely notice. So the pestilence, we already under curses. We already under curses. So it's hard to feel the effect of the curses from this. That's for the other people. We already under curses. We already cursed with pestilence. So another pestilence in our society, for us, to me, doesn't really matter. Because when we go through the Deuteronomy, we gonna see we already got pestilence on us that we curse with. So that's how I know this was meant for the heathens. And the Bible even tells you. So this was meant for the heathens. So it's no way possible when I go through these scriptures that I'm finna think that I'm finna be scared with the rest of the world. That just let me know that the Most High is doing his thing. We're already cursed. High blood pressure, heart disease, cancers, all types of different things we curse with. So what's the COVID virus? Nothing. Another definition I wanted to bring out, plagues, because that's something else, Lord. Plagues and pestilence is really the same thing, but the word is used in the Bible. Plague, a contagious biological disease characterized by fever and delirium, typically with the formation of buboes and sometimes infections of the lungs. The second one, verb, cause continual trouble or distress. Now that's the word I wanted right there, because a plague is something that causes continual trouble and distress to. That's what the COVID virus is right now. It's a plague, and it ain't doing nothing but causing continual trouble. Because I'm telling you, I'm really getting tired of these people with this mask stuff and can't come in the store, or this social distancing that they keep talking about. I hear you. I'm just, anybody seen that movie, World War Z? I think it was Brad Pitt. It's with zombies. And the zombies was real quick. They was fast, and they can jump high and everything. And it's one scene in my head. The people that were immune to the disease that happened to everybody else, when all the zombies was rushing one way, the people that was immune was walking the other way, when all the zombies just went around. That's how I feel when I go out. All these spirits and dead people, the walking dead, with their mask on, all they doing is showing their hand. That's how I look at it. You showing your hand. Yeah. If we playing poker, you showing your hand. You ain't got no faith in the Most High God. First of all, you got the mask on. You ain't even half wearing it right. That means you just listening to what they telling you to do. If you really finna wear it, go on and wear it. If you really finna trying to protect somebody, like they say, put a mask on and protect somebody, then wear the dang mask right. I feel like one of those people in that movie, because all these zombies, that's what I told you, I was on a plane, everybody had on masks. And I'm walking through there and I'm like, all these zombies just, because I know the Lord protected me. He didn't bring me this far for no COVID virus. And I can't believe that. From everything he done showed me in my life, he ain't bring me that far for that. So the COVID virus, that's nothing. It's more stuff to come than that right there. So we might well gird up our loins and get ready. Read verse 8.
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
It's just the beginning of sorrows. This ain't even nothing. The beginning of sorrows, wait till sorrow set in and it lasts for an extended amount of time. Then what you gonna do? Because I'm telling you people, a mask, homemade mask is not going to protect you from the wrath of God. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. Let's go to 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. And it ain't nothing wrong with wearing a mask. People got preconditions, conditions,
pre-illness,
pre-existing conditions, or things like that. I believe in protecting yourself, but I just know that a vast majority of these people just fools. I'm looking at them. You ain't got no faith in the Lord. You just doing like mindless drones what this government say to do. That's how I look at it.
It's like when went to the doctor, right? I had the mask on. It's covering everything, all right here up to here, nice and snug. We go in there, and the nurse says we got to take them off and use their mask. So their mask comes to right here, and all this side is open.
Your mask better than their mask. And it's just like, and that's what you just made me realize something. This was making me angry about it. You seeing people power tripping about masks. You walk in a arts and crafts store and somebody raising their voice up to you about putting on a mask. Sir, put on a mask. Man, what is going on here? I literally got into it with somebody about where to stand at because they really went off deep end on how they start talking to them. It's just getting out of hand. How they acting, it's just ridiculous to me. That's why I say it's foolish, because they got people wilding out. You trying to be open for business, you about to lose business. Read that out.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first began at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
So the Bible say the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. So when judgment comes, it's always gonna start with Israel first. That's how I know we already getting judged. I see it every day. These other nations is starting to get judged. That's how I know this is for them. Because after this, we're going to go to Deuteronomy and we're going to clearly see that we already got judgment on us from the curses. So and if it first began with us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? The gospel of God is the law, statutes, and commandments. Obeying his word. Read on up.
Verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinners appear?
So if the righteous is scared, we trying to get saved. So we actually doing the work of the Lord. And it say if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So it's like, all right, we clearly see all these people out here not doing the law, statutes, and commandments, not keeping the Sabbath, so on and so forth. That's how we can conclude what's going on with these people. They don't believe in the Most High God is. Especially our people. They swear they got it down locked and don't know nothing. Yeah, I believe in God, just like the brother that got broke off yesterday said he know God. You know God. Well, let's see if you adhere to these commandments. Now you ain't perfect. Now you can't be perfect. Now this and that, not all these excuses. How about just doing what he told us to do? It's simple as that.
Simple.
And we're going to keep stressing that up in here. We're going to keep, because that's what the Bible keeps saying. It keeps saying it's redundant. So it say, read 19.
Verse 19. Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of God commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing, as unto a faithful creator.
And that commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. It's gonna go. What else can we do for him? What else can we do for the Most High God? He told us, like Sister Mariah got on the shirt, obey the commandments.
That's right.
That's all he told us to do. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 58.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 58. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God.
So he said, if we will not observe to do, this is talking to the children of Israel. Just like we brought up, judgment must begin at the house of God first. And I said, I know this virus is for the other people. And I'm gonna include the Israelites who want to be a part of the other people too. Because it says, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, if thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God. Read on up.
Verse 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sicknesses of long continuance.
Read 60.
Verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee.
Read on.
Verse 61. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
So the Lord said he gonna bring upon thee the plagues wonderful, the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues of long continuance. He also said he'd bring upon us all the diseases of Egypt, Salaki. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of the law. We already cursed if we don't do the law, statutes, and commandments. Every great plague, the plagues of Egypt that he put on Egypt. Come on, man. We already got everything on us. So if I already know that if I don't keep his laws, that this will happen to us, why would I be scared of COVID? I need to already be keeping the laws anyway, because he got wonderful plagues and plagues that he's going to put on our seed for disobeying him. So as a child of the Most High God, a child of Israel, I already know this. So I already know if I get out of line with my God, he already going to handle up with diseases and plagues that already plague our community. So the COVID-19, but like the title of the class is, you people, you Israelites who don't obey the commandments of God, you should be scared of the COVID. You heathens, you should be scared of the COVID-19. But you Israelites who got faith in the Most High God and keep his laws, statutes, commandments, you should not be scared of the COVID. The Most High God knows exactly what he's doing. He ain't random with what he do. He's exact in what he do. That's how I know what's going on here. The Most High put it on them because they scared to death. And I'm over here like, hey, why they so scared? Just like when they had a recession. They about to kill each other, kill the whole family because they done lost their money. Oh, probably right now too. And we like, hey, why they so scared? Why they about to die because of the recession? Because we already been going through curses already. We going through people killing our brothers and sisters unarmed and getting held not guilty. We got all types of plagues and curses. We got curses on us.
Even handcuffed.
Handcuffed.
They'll get you.
Yeah. We already got curses. I'm not going to walk in fear. I'm going to fear the Most High God, that he will do this to me. That's what you should fear. Fear the Most High God, that he will put this plague on you, that he will put these curses on you. That's what you should fear. Fear the Most High God. Read verse 21 up.
21.
Deuteronomy 28 and 21. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 21.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 21. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from of the land, whither thou goest to possess it.
Read on.
22. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, and with a inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish.
Drop to verse 27.
Verse 27. The Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the
Emeralds.
emeralds,
Those are hemorrhoids.
and with the scab, and with the itch, whereof thou can't not be healed.
That's some that's some uncomfortable stuff. That scab and that itch, in that region, that's a curse. Sisters losing their scalp on their hair, that's a curse. Hemorrhoids, that's a curse. So the Lord named several things: inflammation, extreme burning. He named several things that he already afflicted us with. That's what I said. Why would I be scared of the COVID-19? We already got curses if we don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Shoot, that's more scary than all these different things. A wonderful plague, who can only imagine what that is? And like we said, the definition of plague is to cause continual trouble or distress. You can get the COVID-19 and survive it and move on with life. But these curses that the Most High put down is going to be continual if you keep breaking his laws. Let's get the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 3 and verse 31. So we understand that us as Israelites, we have to keep these laws. And when I did this class, I set it out to, because we understand the curse, but to show that these diseases that's coming up now is to smite the other nations. They got to get their just punishment too. And then we're going to read out the scripture. He's going to smite what he's doing right now. This is how we know this is a curse from the Most High God. He said that he was going to smite the world with pestilence. The world. Is this not a worldwide event?
It is the world.
This ain't just isolated, like even Ebola, that was more isolated than this right here. You know what I'm saying? It's been diseases. It's been swine flu. That was isolated. It's been SARS. That was isolated. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here is worldwide. Nobody never seen nothing like this before on how it's happened. And we done had a lot of diseases and plagues. So, that's right. 2nd Esdras, chapter 3.
31.
Yes, sir. So remember that everything revolves around us keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to protect us from these things. So let's read this.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 3, verse 31. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Sion?
So Babylon, this is Babylon. This is the virgin daughter of Babylon. And we can get that out the scriptures. It's saying, are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? Is they of America better than they of Israel? The Israelites? Read on. He asking a question because he's trying to get understanding. Why is the rest of the world prospered when the Israelites is in captivity? Read on.
Verse 32. Or is there any other people that knoweth thee beside Israel? Or what generation hath so believed thy covenants as Jacob?
So he's saying, is there any other nation that I don't know about that know you, Lord, other than Israel? He said, what generation has so believed thy covenants as Jacob? What other people, what other nation, what other generation believe like we believe? Read on.
Verse 33. And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments.
So he's saying, we don't see our reward, Lord, even though we doing what you told us to do. We ain't seeing that in Israel. But he's saying, I went here and there among the heathen, and I'm seeing they wealthy, and they ain't even think about your commandments. So he's trying to understand, why is they prize like many of us did when we was young and little, and looking at the white man like, no, why they got so much and we got so little? He trying to understand that. Read on.
Verse 34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there's also that dwell in the world. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
So he said, Lord, weigh their wickedness against ours on the balance, and we gonna see who win. They way more wicked than we are, Lord. And he said, you gonna see your name ain't found nowhere but in Israel. We are your people. Read on.
35. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have no sin in thy sight?
He said, oh, when was it that they that dwell on the earth ain't had no sin in your sight? So they ain't sinning, Lord? You don't see them sinning? Read on.
Or what people have so kept thy commandments?
So what people on this earth has kept God's commandments? Because we clearly see right now, what people other than us, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who have come to our true nationality and understand who our God is and understand that we have to keep his commandments. What other people other than us is doing that? Because I see a whole lot of different religions and sects that act like they doing it, but they not doing it. I even seen this a church up in Michigan that call themselves Israelites. But when you look into it, them ain't nothing but some Christians. Straight up. Like when you do an investigation, you gonna see who really keep these commandments. Because the ones who don't, they gonna find a reason why not to have to keep them. But the Israelites, the one true Israelites, we gonna do what the Lord told us to do. We not gonna try to wiggle out of it. Oh, you know, brother, we don't have to wear fringes. We put it on our heart. No, he didn't. He said it throughout our generations. You know, brother, you know, we in the New Testament already. No, we ain't. If we was, we wouldn't have to relearn these commandments. Every excuse that they got to try not to keep a commandment, that's how you know they not of the Most High God. You're not finna try to find a reason. That's like you trying to find a reason not to do what your father told you to do. It ain't no reason that you can find because he told you to do it. Read on up.
36. Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
Like we just said, only Israel is keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, not the heathens. So they don't have the protection of the Most High God over them. He just letting them run their course, the time of the Gentiles. But that don't mean they don't get judgment put on them, because he promised that he was going to put judgment on them. Let's go to 2 Ezra 15 and verse 1. Let's get that. This is a prophecy. This is how I know that this COVID virus that he putting down is for them. This is prophecy.
1.
Yes, sir.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
Read on.
Verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
See, just like we read in Romans 15:4. These words were written for our learning. He told the prophet, he told Ezra, I'm going to give you a prophecy. Write it down on paper. So why? So when we get to the last days, his children going to be able to read and know what's going on. This is prophecy. He said they faithful and true. Read on.
Verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the
incredulity. I'm messing it up. Incredulity
of them trouble thee.
The incredulity means unable or unwilling to believe. I may not can pronounce it, but I got the definition for it. So yeah, like I said, incredulity. He said, fear not the imaginations against thee. It's a lot of imaginations against the children of Israel. I call them stereotypes because they just want to label us how they want to label us and don't know the real us, don't know the true us, don't know the way that we really are and supposed to be.
When you say that word means what again?
Unable or unwilling to believe.
Okay.
Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. We don't need to let the fact that these people don't believe trouble us. And there's a lot of people come up to us when we street teaching like they don't believe. And it's laughable because you don't believe in a higher power. So that means that you think man is the end all be all. That's impossible, seeing though we didn't make nothing on this earth. That's simple mathematics right there to me. It's so simple. How could you not believe in a higher power when stuff was coming on this earth before man was even thought of?
And they think it's a joke.
And they think it's a joke. But that's why Romans 3:3 say, well, what if some did not believe? Did that make the faith of God to nothing effect? And what God say, God forbid. It don't matter what they think. Read on up.
That speak against thee.
Yeah, they speak against us when we tell them we are in the last days, and Yahushua, the Son of the Most High, is going to come back and crack them skies and save his people. Yeah, they speak against us. Let them speak. That's all right. Read on.
Verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Let them talk. Let them don't believe. You, like the sister asked me, if I don't believe, that mean I'm going to get thrown in the lake of fire. I say, yes, ma'am. God don't care if you don't believe. I don't care. I can't comprehend how these people don't understand that. People don't care what you believe. So you know the Most High could care less about what you're thinking about. You're not doing nothing that he told you to do. So you care what somebody who not doing what they supposed to do think about? No. So he said, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Read on.
Verse 5. Behold.
Hold on. All the unfaithful in their unfaithfulness. That's like it. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And we started off the class talking about faith. Because you gotta have faith. You're gonna kill yourself not having faith, because you won't worry yourself to death. This stops us from worrying about stuff, having faith. That means we're gonna put it all on the Lord and let him take care of it. When we don't, then that's when you're seeing people stressing about stuff they can't even control. We know his brothers, including myself, ain't worked in over a month and a half. Ain't worried about nothing. Ain't got no reason to worry about nothing.
Right.
Have not had a reason to worry. That's how I know what we doing is right. I've been more blessed than anything. That's how I know what we doing is the right thing to do. I'm looking at other brothers getting blessed. These brothers diligent in this truth, though. They diligent in this truth. They ain't worried about nothing. And we know what the scriptures say. Have faith. When you believe, you keep his commandments. That's why he said, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You don't believe him? You don't believe that the Most High is in control of this thing, that he going to take care of his people like he said he was going to do? So he said, all right, you're going to die in your unfaithfulness. Your loss. Read on up.
Verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
He going to bring what?
Plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Now remember, this is a prophecy. The Lord said he was going to bring plagues upon the world. This is a worldwide event. He said, let the unfaithful in their unfaithful and die in their unfaithful. We the faithful. We the faithful. What we got to worry about? We doing what he told us to do. So therefore, he said he's going to bring it on the world, and I'm looking at it, and all I can see is God is true and every man alike. I'm looking, you put it on the news 24 hours a day, they talking about the COVID virus, putting the numbers up. Is that not all around the world? They putting up all the countries that's affected by it, all around the world. That means that this prophecy right here stands true. Not to mention the sword and the famine and the other thing. That's a whole nother set of classes. And we just touching on the pestilence part. So he said he will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's what he's doing.
That's right.
So those who don't obey the commandments of God, you should be scared. Those who don't have no faith in the Most High God, you should be scared. Those who claim they don't believe, well, we sit up here reading prophecy right now. This is future, well, right now it's current prophecy. Because like we said, show a time that it affected the world like this. People ain't been flying ever since the invention of the airplanes. We still ain't had this. People going quickly, moving around way more quickly. They still ain't got the documentation of something happening like this COVID-19 virus affecting the world. They shut businesses down, schools down all around the world. The Most High ain't playing no games. He literally could shut this country down with a virus. Because this country already gonna be bankrupt. All the money they done had to make up to try to make up for this time they done missed money to keep everybody propped up. That can't keep happening too many times. They can print only so much money. That's how countries fall. Countries call for financial stuff. The Federal Reserve, who owned by the Khazars, the fake Jews, could make this country fall just like that. If they pull a little investment out of it. Just like any other business. Just like these businessmen do. They go invest in a company, and once they get everything out of it, they let it fail and they pull their investment out and just let it die. That's how you do a country too. This country, so it's too much debt. So one virus make you have to write up $4 trillion of money to give to the people that keep this thing from going into chaos. So what does the Lord sent another? Come on, this ain't no joke, man. Read on.
Verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their fruitful works, hurtful works are fulfilled.
Because this is a wicked place, man, and all these people is following America, the virgin daughter of Babylon and her abominations. They follow in this country, and the wickedness that it do. It's gonna talk about that. When we get to the other part, you're gonna trip out. This Bible is to the T on what's going on here. So it said his wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and her hurtful works are fulfilled. Read on.
Verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the judge complain continually.
Read on.
Verse 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
He's going to do what?
I will surely avenge them.
So the Most High is telling us that he tired of this stuff that these people is doing, the wickedness that they're doing, the innocent blood that they shed. They constantly shedding the innocent blood. How could this place think that they're going to go unpunished when they're allowing these crackers to kill our people unarmed? If they was killing white people, matter of fact, look how the white people stood up when they wanted the businesses open. You had Edomites going to Capitol buildings with guns just to open businesses up. But black man is getting killed for no reason, and they mum's the word, ain't even arresting the people for months. And you think that God loves America? Even if it was for everybody, y'all still unjust. Even if God was for everybody, they still are unjust and wicked people. The Most High said he tired of this stuff, man. They want to sit up here acting like they so right. Make the salon woman a hero because she went to jail for a couple hours because she want to open her business up. But mom's the word on these black people getting killed. Brother just jogging in his own mother's neighborhood, and two renegades just jump out and kill him. So the Lord said he gonna avenge them. This is how I know that this stuff is for them. He said he's going to avenge us. He's going to avenge the innocent blood that's been shed, that's crying out to him. How they think he going to do it? He telling them how he going to do it. Pestilence, sword, famine.
That's right.
He going to have them fighting against each other. So yeah, they can think it's all cool right now, but it's mighty funny how they want it to be so equal, want to be so fair, but it's always mom's the word when it's one of us. But they ready to go to war to open up business. That's why we not playing no games with them, man. I'm not playing no games with them. The Most High ain't gonna play no games with them. We're not friends. Y'all do not care about us. And for our people, we gonna get on our people. We're gonna get on our people that want to be a part of this society with them, because the Lord spoke about them too. Straight up. We have to be about our people and do what God told us to do to have that hedge of protection around us. Because he's going to bring judgment on this place, and we don't want to be no part of that. That's what he's telling us. Y'all need to not be a part of that. That's why he gathering us up right now, to be holy and separate again. Because when this stuff hit the fan, we're going to have to be holy and separate so we don't get affected. We're going to be seeing people on the left hand of us falling and on the right hand of us falling. We're going to be seeing family members falling and everything. And the ones that's going to be standing is the ones that's right around us, that's keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. They got fringes on their shirt. Sisters' head wrapped in dresses on, the ones who obeying the laws of the Most High God. We seeing it right now. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. We are in the shadow of death. If you can die at any moment, just jogging down the street, you in the shadow of death. If you can die by going into the Walmart and the police running there killing you because for no reason, you in the valley of the shadow of death. White people ain't in the valley of the shadow of death. I done heard white people say they ain't have no problem in their life. I ain't never had a fight in my life. I know you didn't. You stayed in the neighborhood, you ain't have to fight with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody touching your stuff. They can live in a bubble of heaven. Like just in a middle class setting. When they want to, they got enough places around this country that they can live that's just them. Mm-hmm. That's why the ones that's really about them get mad when somebody else come around them. I don't blame them, because I'd be the same way. But don't sit up here acting like we the one that started this stuff. That's the whole problem I got with it. Yeah, we supposed to be separate, but don't act like we the problem. They the problem. Y'all brought us over here. We didn't come over here on our own. So don't be sitting there acting like we the problem. Oh, another nigga that moved in the neighborhood. Where we supposed to move to? You're gentrifying everything else. Whenever we done had something, they destroyed it. Mm-hmm. Black Wall Street, Rosewood, Philadelphia, Detroit, Chicago. Anytime we do anything, North Dallas was predominantly black back in the day.
Even that park that's in New York, the biggest park.
No, Central Park, that was us. So everything that we try to do, y'all come and destroy. So, and then today in our neighborhoods, Oak Cliff, they gentrifying. South Dallas, they gentrifying. You know what I'm saying? Hey, San Francisco, it ain't no black people in San Francisco no more. So where is we supposed to go? But they go back to Africa. Nope. Nope. We stand right here till the Most High come get us. We running to Africa, folks. Nope, you go to Africa. So, want to be around those stinking Africans? They running from Africa.
Wearing sandals.
Wearing sandals, flip-flops.
With a suit on.
Flip-flops. Spirit chancers. Throwing spirits.
No disrespect to Africa, but the people, some of the people love it. But you know where they want us to go is where them dang Nigerians at. I'm going off course. Them Nigerians just chop my hide, boy. I can't stand a Nigerian. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to the scriptures. So where we at? Verse 10. 9. Verse 9. Read verse 9.
Verse 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Now, mind you, this is a future prophecy. So it's saying the land of Egypt. We had already been in the land of Egypt. This is how we know we talking about America. Let's go to Exodus 20 and 2. Just to break this down. So the people might think, oh, let's talk about Egypt. We had already been in Egypt. We had already been through Egypt. This is during the time of Ezra. This was during the time of Ezra, during the Persian and Mede captivity. So we'd already been out of Egypt.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So we understand that Egypt means house of bondage. Now let's go to Revelations 11 and 8. So we got the understanding that Egypt, the word Egypt means house of bondage. So let's get the connection between Egypt and America.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
So it's spiritually Sodom and Egypt. This is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. We know this by the homosexual laws that they got in place and the fact that they put the children of Israel into captivity, into the house of bondage. So this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. This is also spiritually the virgin daughter of Babylon. We're going to get that too. So that's how we are. And plus it said, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city. So when you go back to 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 8, when it's talking about the innocent blood, the innocent righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. And therefore the Lord saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them. This is what it's talking about. Avenging the righteous, the righteous that these people done killed of the Most High. So we know he's going to come back and avenge and put punishment on America. Because our dead bodies is the ones lying in the streets, just like their brother. They continuously killing our people. And they ain't even talking about the Hispanic brothers and sisters that they kill. They keep that on the hush hush. That just show you the level of disrespect that they got.
And then Trump says on the young cat that got killed, on what could have happened off the camera when they went away from the camera.
So he making an excuse.
Right.
This is their leader.
That's a defense.
He making a defense for some people that killed somebody. It's two of them. You roll up on somebody, you're not law enforcement. Y'all jump out. He defend himself. Y'all shoot him. Ain't nothing you can say. They locking brothers up 25 to life for doing some silly stuff like that.
And see, that's a president that's promoting violence toward other nations.
Yeah.
He's promoting it.
And you got people, you got Negroes and Latinos who support this dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those are those ones from First Maccabees 1 and 11. We're going to touch on them. Those are coons and the coonettes that's holding us back. They support this type of stuff. They go right behind him and make what President Trump said. But President Trump is a damn liar. He's probably in the World Guinness Book of World Records for the most lies in a year. Because this dude lie. And he know the devil is his father. So yeah, man, that's how we know this is spiritually Sodom, Egypt, the virgin daughter of Babylon. And the Lord said he's going to avenge this place. Let's go to Jeremiah 49 and 17. Let's get another connection with this place. Because people think that white man ain't Esau. Wait till the next class we do on that. We gonna use straight scriptures on that. There's no way of getting around that the white man is Esau. There's no way of getting around that. Edom, Esau, Idunia, Greeks, Romans, Europeans, Americans. Oh yeah. Ain't no way of getting around that. Let's see what the Lord said he gonna do to Edom. Since our people love Esau so much, oh, I'm sorry, the white man, that's what they call him. We call him Esau. We don't love him. Let's see what the Lord said he gonna do to him. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 17.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 17. Also Edom shall be a desolation, everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
So this is future prophecy on Edom. The Lord is telling you he gonna put plagues on this place, on the nation of Edom, on white folks, so-called white folks. He's telling you this. Read on out.
Verse 18.
Now this way you finna get the connection of spiritually Sodom at. We got the spiritual Edom, right? I mean spiritually Egypt, right? This is where you get the spiritually Sodom. Read on.
As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it.
So it's comparing it, the overthrow of this place is getting compared to the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. It brought it up for a reason. Because Esau is the father of homosexuality. They don't, you got to be if you promote it. I don't recall Chinese, they probably be some little homosexuals too, but I don't recall them promoting homosexuality. I don't recall the Arab man promoting homosexuality. I don't even recall the African man promoting homosexuality. But I have seen the white man go into other people's countries where they put down laws against homosexuality and they put the pressure on them to change the law. They pushing that stuff, and that's how I don't understand how Negroes don't believe that Esau is the white man. Only the so-called white man has done this stuff. He has went in Africa and done it. He has went in Asia and done it. Know what I'm saying? He has went in China and done it. They are going to make these people accept homosexuality. They doing it. So when he says it's going to be as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities, it's so be it is going to be in Edom, in the nation of Edom. Read on out. And it say, and no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. We don't need to dwell in this place. That's why he said, come out of her, my people. Do not be partakers of her sins. When they pushing this stuff, well, you know, they just people too. They're their own people. God made everybody. No, we're not to partake in their sin. It's an abomination.
Yeah, that's right.
You ain't got to put all your energy in a condemning all the time, but you don't partake in it. You don't condone it. You don't be like, it's okay. It's not okay. He made man to be with woman and woman to be with man. And if you go contrary to that, it's an abomination. That's what he said. And it is an abomination. You can't do nothing productive with that. Read on.
Verse 19. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her.
And he said he gonna try to swell up. He gonna try to be like a lion swelling up out the Jordan against the habitations of the strong. But the Most High gonna make him run away make him run away from her, which is the Israelites, the nation of Israel. Read on.
And who is a chosen man, what I may appoint over her. For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time?
Read on.
And who is the shepherd that will stand before me?
So the Lord is saying, who is going to be the one that do my work? It's got to be an Israelite that obey his commandments. Who is he going to appoint? Who going to appoint the time? Who going to be the shepherd that will stand before me? Read on.
Verse 20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the habitations of Teman.
Read on.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. 21. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the city, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea.
So it said the earth is moved at the noise of their fall. Because when this place falls, the whole world gonna cry. Because great America, that great city on the hill, that great beacon of light, Statue of Liberty, justice for all, the Most High gonna make that thing fall. And all these countries that's been trying to follow up under this place ain't gonna know what to do with themselves. They've been letting the white man be their daddy so long, they done forgot who they are. They trying to be up his butt. And they gonna cry when he fall. Let's go to Revelations. No, 2nd Esdras 15 and 44. Yeah, remember that. All these other nations of the earth, they gonna trip out when this country fall. Because they so much want to be with it, a part of it, be up under the white man, being confederate with the white man. He done really did a number on people on this earth. But remember who his father is, Satan. So he got he got that wickedness on his side.
It's 44, right? This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15.
Sorry, at 43, my bad.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 43. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid.
This is Babylon. This is the virgin daughter of Babylon. Read on.
44. And they shall come to her and besiege her. The star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven.
This is a continuation of the future prophecy that's going to happen to America. Read on.
And all they that be about her shall bewail her.
They're going to do what up?
Bewail her.
Because when they see it fall, they're going to be crying. Oh, America. Not America, not the great beacon of hope, the city on the hill. Because they know if it can happen to America, it dang sure can happen to them. I just watched a video. I ain't even finished watching. Somebody made a video on YouTube talking about the 10 reasons why Russia and China and the rest of the world could never beat America. Talking about their military might. But the funny part about it is the Lord said it's going to go down in 1 hour. And the other funny thing about it is when you see them, when you know they put videos out of their pilots having encounters with chariots, they can't do nothing with it. You got chariots that go in the water and come out the water and fly. This is what they show. But they got the best military on the earth. But chariots, they can't do nothing about it. Because this is above their pay grade. So all this pride that they got on them, just like Egypt. Egypt had pride on them. It was the biggest military on the planet. Had the navies, had chariots, had horses, had other people fighting for them. That's how the Most High worked. He built this place up so that the whole world can see it get tore down. That's how you gonna give respect to everybody else too. That's how when we came out of Egypt, them people had to respect us when we was coming through getting our land, the land that the Lord promised to us, because they seen what happened in Egypt, and they knew we was the people that our God did it for. That same thing gonna happen here on earth. See, we in a future age to where they got aircraft carrier. It's still the same thing though, armies and navies. They just got the best one. So to everybody else on the planet, they can't be beat. But all it's gonna take is 144,000 and Yahweh to come to destroy the place in 1 hour. Man, if that ain't hope, I don't know what is. Because could you imagine being in this place under control of these people with no hope, and they already think their house is gonna continue forever. But what if you in captivity and you thinking that their house is gonna continue forever too? That ain't no hope. That's hopelessness. But see, like we said, they done showed their hand. They been showing their hand. They scared to death. They ain't looking up in the sky for nothing.
And making a military for it.
Yeah, Star Wars programs and space programs and all this. It ain't gonna do no good. The dang chariot, they obviously not seeing the chariots when they coming into view in the firmament right here anyway. Y'all got all this stuff up here, but y'all missed the whole chariot. Oh, because it can disappear and appear where it want to be at. You can't do nothing with that. So all this pride that they got on them about how great a military is, man, I love it. Because it's going to be so sad when they sitting in the dust and they aircraft carriers all broken down and broken in pieces. And they can't move no planes because they too scared to put them in the sky because them chariots right there. And when they ain't moving no soldiers because they too scared, yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. So all us just remember how great America is. And Donald Trump, make it great. Because you're going to need it as great as it can be for when the Most High come destroy this place. We'll remember how great it was. Oh, yeah, the Roman Empire was so great. Why you think they keep harping on it? Oh, Egypt, it was so great. What is Egypt now? It's ran by a whole different set of people. So that means that what the Lord said he was going to do to them, that happened. So how great is America? Oh, Babylon was great too, wasn't it? Persia, Medes, they were great too. The Greeks, great. Romans, great. The British Commonwealth, great. All these people was great in their eyes. And it's going to be beautiful watching it fall. It's going to be a beautiful thing. So the Lord letting them build their pride up. Ain't that beautiful? When somebody going up the ladder and they got so much pride on them, and they conceited and treat everybody like crap and don't care about nobody's feelings. And then when the tide get turned on them and you looking down on them, and now they a completely different person. They want to be more humbler now. They want to try to be your friend. It's just like when somebody who was rich and they end up being poor. Oh, now they understand what you was talking about. No, don't worry about it now. That's why you're supposed to be a good person the whole time, no matter if you got money or you ain't got money. You're supposed to be a good person no matter what. I love this thing. I love the way the Most High made it. Because all you got to do is wait. All these people who tripping and acting the way they acting, the Lord going to turn that thing around and you're going to see them act completely different. I don't know why people ain't learned this by now. You ain't finna get away with it. We got a just God.
That's right.
Read on up.
Verse 45. And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put her in fear.
That's us. We the one gonna put her in fear because the Most High and Yahweh, they gonna do service unto us because we gonna put them in fear. They already scared of us. Let us have a little bit of power behind us. A little bit. Look at them. We know they cowards. but they got a little bit of power behind them. So these dudes, look at their president, and then look at these bottom feeder redneck crackers who got the audacity to go kill somebody in broad daylight for no reason. That's because they got a little power behind them. And what's the proof in the pudding? They didn't even get arrested for months. Then after that, people started a GoFundMe to give them money. It's gonna be somebody come with a defense fund for them. They people that's just like them is gonna take care of them for the dirty work that they did.
That's right. And they said they were good Christians.
Good Christians, they were. Christians ain't nothing but some killers. They murderers. They've been murderers from the start. They murderers. A good Christian is a murderer because they force people into Christianity. People didn't just go into Christianity, and they made deals with the devil. How you make a deal with pagans to worship on the same day? You're a pagan. So I say, he a good Christian. What's America? They some good Christians.
Good Christians.
They got the Bible in one hand and the sword in the other. So if you don't get down with the white Jesus and Christianity, they're gonna stab you in your back. That's a good Christian. They call them what they conquistadors.
Mm-hmm.
Read on.
What was it? 47?
46.
46.
Oh, 46. And thou,
Asia.
that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and the glory of her person. 47. Woe be unto thee, thou rich, because thou hast made thyself like unto her.
Stop right there. 46. And thou Asia, China. How Trump said China. Thou China, thou North Korea, thou Japan, thou Asia. He say that are partakers of the hope of Babylon. It's not China a partaker in the hope of Babylon. They make all their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Japan part of the hope of Babylon. Singapore, the Philippines, they all partakers. They so dang dirty with their own people for America. It don't make no sense. They partakers right there with them. They people corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And it say the art, the glory of her person. The Lord say, woe be unto thee. He calling out Asia. Where does COVID-19 start at?
Asia.
In Asia. So-called the biggest number of the people infected is in America. From Asia to America. Yeah. The Lord is calling them out, man. He said, woe be unto thee, thou wretch. He called Asia a wretch. Because thou hast made thyself like unto her. They have. The Chinese ain't over there wearing their traditional outfits no more. They wearing business suits. Matter of fact, most of them is Edomites anyway. Them ain't the real Chinese running. Them ain't the real emperors of China. Those are Edomites. They are, but they Edomites. China come from Moab. Moab came from Lot. Mm-hmm. Lot was a black man. How did they get white? Because they've been invaded just like everybody else. They've been invaded. So they want to be like unto Edom too. They want to be like unto Babylon. They want to be Babylon. Them some filthy animals over there too, boy. Well, I don't know. I guess Esau worse, but I think Moab right next after him. Them some filthy animals. Them some beasts of the field. They do some abominable stuff, man. I just seen a video. They herded up all these pigs. You seen that?
Mm-hmm.
They just put them in a pit and just burnt them alive.
And burned them.
I said, see, if you wasn't eating the swine, you ain't had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They burnt them alive, though. That's the cruel part about it. They could have killed them first and then burnt them. I have seen some abominable things come out of China. They make plastic food.
The rice.
Yeah. They make
plastic.
fake cabbage. They give people cats and dogs.
Fake eggs.
Fake eggs. Who does this type of stuff? As I said, Moab and Esau, boy, they neck and neck. They neck and neck.
And then they got videos of them raping chickens. Crazy stuff.
Crazy, man. So the Lord said, because our people, woo, but we the bad people. But they got show the people, you crazy than the mug. But we so bad.
Right.
If we stop killing one another, we'll be all right. That's our biggest problem, killing one another and hating one another. They over here doing so much abomination, it don't make no sense. So they say, read 47 again up.
47. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers.
Read on.
Which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee.
That whoredom is those abominations. That's worshiping other gods, worshiping deities. They even worshiping white Jesus over there. A lot of them atheists, a lot of them is Buddhists, but they worship white Jesus in China too, because the white man pushed it over there. And they participate in that whoredom. The same stuff, matter of fact, you're not gonna leave the Chinese too far behind Esau. Yeah, Esau leading the lead in abomination, but the Chinese right there on his tail. Yeah, that's how we could put that. He not gonna let, and he might even spur off and do his own abomination. You know, they'll go do some cloning or all types of crazy stuff, make sex robots and all. So they got some other stuff going on over there. So yeah, he say they participate, their daughters is in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers. Esau is a lover, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. 48.
48. Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions. Therefore saith God.
So like we said, they following them. The Esau leading the way, and the rest of the nation is following them right behind them. Oh, you cloning? We gonna clone too. Oh, you making viruses? We gonna make viruses too. Oh, you took the children of Israel into slavery? We gonna take them into slavery too. You know what I'm saying? So they following right behind them in the abominations and wickedness that they do. Read on.
49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death.
They're not the Most High. Is he not doing that? China always got a new plague that pop up over there. Swine flu, SARS, the COVID-19, so on and so forth. It's always something coming out of China. Always. Yes, sir?
I was just going to say Ebola.
Ebola. And this is the thing about America. America they compartmentalize the news here so hard to where we don't even know what's going on in the West Texas area. We in Texas, and they don't show us nothing what's going on in West Texas, North Texas. So you know, state to state, that they ain't telling you nothing. We in a state that they don't tell us nothing. We don't know what's going on in Houston. And we 4.5 hours away from Houston. We barely know what's going on in the city. I done lived in the city and missed every mayoral election that done happened. Oh, we got a new mayor? I've been living here since '92. Every time, oh, we got a new mayor? Oh, I ain't know. And I'm in the city. I don't know who the people on the council board is. All I know is every black one they done put under investigation, and most of them done went to jail. That's all I know. And I'm not dumb to politics. It's just like it doesn't have anything to do with me.
Right.
Like nothing that they're doing is affecting me. I'm going through life and literally not getting affected by none of the decisions that they make. I'm not moving with the city. I guess if you moving with the city, then you will be. But I'm not. That's why they done had different chiefs, different sheriffs. All this, it don't matter to me. It has nothing to do with me. So he say, I will send plagues upon thee. That's what he said, and this is talking about Asia. So he sent plagues upon Asia, and that thing come over here. Because why? He said he gonna plague this place. He said he gonna plague the whole world. We looking at this thing play out. This ain't the end, but this is the beginning of sorrows. And like we say, if they happen one time, one notch worse than this, they in trouble. Because this is affecting the whole world. This country, so many people is unemployed for the country being shut down for a month. 1 month, you got people unemployed. Businesses can't recover. And I can see the small businesses, but the big businesses is just a joke. Y'all miss 1 month and you ain't got no more money.
They say 20.2 million jobs have been lost so far in this country. 20.2 million.
20.2 million.
If them the actual jobs, then think how many people have lost jobs.
That's what I'm saying. So they start printing money. You can't keep printing money. You're already in debt, trillions of dollars. Then you go print trillions of more dollars worth of money. How many more trillions we gonna keep pushing it? You done stacked. Matter of fact, just seriously, they was already $3 trillion in debt when Trump got in office. He put another 2.5 trillion when they gave him that tax break for the corporations. That's what, 5.5, and we just throwing rough numbers out there. They just did another 2.2 trillion, and then just did another $2 trillion. Trillions. Just like $9 trillion. They making it rain. I give you a little 1,200.
Gonna be like Venezuela. Money just in the streets, sitting on the sidewalk, and people just walking by it.
Ain't gonna be worth nothing.
It's gonna be worth nothing. That's how they gonna make it. They got all the gold and the land. That's what they care about. That's real wealth. Resources. They don't care about no money. Do I own a water source? Yeah. Do I own land? Do I got minerals? Salt deposits? Coal mines? This is the stuff that's valuable. They don't care about no money. I can trade you some coal for some salt, and then sell some salt over here and go back to the old bartering system if you got something. But you ain't got no skills, no product, no nothing. You stuck out. And a lot of these people have no hunting skills, no fishing skills, can't start a fire, don't know what they're gonna do if the store is closed. Then you're gonna go into other chaos immediately. This thing ain't no joke. People don't even understand how close it is to just tipping over the edge. We at the tip. They think it's a joke. No, I don't believe in God. We gonna see if you believe in him when he hit this place.
Shoot, some states they don't even let you. It's against the law to grow your own food on the land and to gather rainwater. So you'll go to jail behind that.
Let's go to Revelations chapter 18 and verse 1. Revelations 18 and verse 1. Get ready to round this thing out. So what we showing is that was showing that the Most High prophesied that he gonna put plagues and pestilence on the world. So when these things is occurring, we shouldn't be shocked. Israelites, the people that believe in the Most High God, that got faith, that keep his laws, statutes, commandments. And due to the fact that if you even keeping the laws, statutes, commandments, you do have faith in the Most High God. That's why we do this. Because he done showed us when we wasn't keeping it, something that made us believe. Oh, and then we read in the Bible, or somebody showed us that this was talking to us, like for me. Until, like, I knew the Lord was doing stuff for me, even in my wickedness. I wasn't advancing, but he was saving me from being in a worse situation. I'm still getting in trouble, but it wasn't as bad as it should have been. Like, it's no doubt in my mind it should have been worse. No doubt. It's no way possible that it shouldn't have been worse. and I knew who had did it. So then when I found out that the Bible was actually talking to me, then I took it seriously because everything made sense. Oh, it's not just talking to everybody, and that made me feel special. That it's not talking to everybody else. That it is talking to the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is why you're going through what you're going through. This is how you get out of it. This is how you get protected by the Most High God, so that you don't be out here just flaying in the wind. That's how I know. Before we even came into the truth, we knew that the Lord was doing something for us. We just didn't know how to explain it, didn't know how to direct it, didn't know what for, none of that. But we got understanding now. So before I even came into this thing, I had faith. This didn't do nothing but solidify my faith.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it did. So it's like unbreakable. Like it just put me in a point where I don't care what's going on. I'm not never going against the Most High God. That's how you get built up. Like when they say we're gonna get thrown in prison houses or they gonna kill us or whatever for doing the Lord's work. That's how you get built up to not worry about this stuff. That's why if he'd have told me that I'm doing this work in righteousness, that I still get put in a prison house and that I still can die, then why would I be scared of the COVID-19 virus when I know if I'm doing his work, I can die a just death for doing his work? Yeah. But I'm going to be scared of a plague that he putting on everybody for not doing his work? Oh, no, that don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me. But what do make sense and what has been profitable to me is keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. I have seen the fruits of that with my people. Us as a unit, individually, I'm seeing the fruits. I'm seeing other people's fruits from it. And I'm like, and it pleases me inside. I'm like, the Lord done bless that brother, man. And when you know where the source is coming from, all praises to the Most High, man.
That's right.
All praises. So we walk with no fear around this thing. Read that out. Book of Revelations 18.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
You hear that? Babylon this is future prophecy about Babylon, but it's letting us know it has become a habitation of devils. This place is a habitation. Matter of fact, I should have took a picture. I went in the half-price bookstore. They got a section for witches. They literally have a section for witches. That's a habitation of devils. If this place is really a godly place, that would not be there.
That's right.
It would not be allowed. The Lord said that is an abomination. I understand why they was killing witches. It say to kill a witch. It says to kill a witch, a necromancer, a wizard, a charmer, someone that with a familiar spirits. It say to put them to death. That's what people don't understand about King James. We're going to do that class one day. He wrote a book called Demonology. They think it's him talking about for demonology. He is using the Bible talking against demonology. King James was putting witches to death. That's what people don't understand about our people. King James was a black man. He was putting witches to death in England. That's what demonology is. He literally using scriptures. We're going to do that class. When King James wrote, he used the scriptures. He didn't just authorize the translation of the Bible. When he wrote his books, he wrote it through the scriptures, using scriptures. That's what they don't understand by him. He spoke different languages. He wrote books. He was one of the wisest kings. That's how we know he was Judah. He knew he was Judah. James comes from Jacobus, which comes from Jacob. He know where he came from. That's why he was so about the Lord. That's why in Proverbs 21:1, the Lord uses the king heart how he wants to. And he used King James to authorize his book to be translated so that we can understand it today in English. They wasn't doing that back in the day. They didn't want the common folk to read the Bible. Just like when they brought us over here in slavery, they didn't want us to read the Bible. So the Most High made it possible that we got the Bible right here, right now, that we can use it. So we're going to do that class on King James. King James wasn't no joke, man. They tried to kill him several times because he wouldn't conform to the Catholic Church. He wouldn't do it. They tried to kill him. They wasn't with him authorizing the translation of the Bible. They didn't like that. So it said this, back to Revelations 18, it said it has become the habitation of devils and hold every foul spirit. This place does hold every foul spirit. In a minute, they're going to be legalizing pedophilia. And in some states, they legalize people to marry their animals.
Mm-hmm.
They got Satan worshipers raising up Satan statues in front of the Capitol buildings, going against the 10 Commandments and things like this. This place, if this was really a godly place, you would not be saying you can practice whatever you want to practice. That's not godly. God go one way. You ain't finna go up in Saudi Arabia saying practice whatever you want to practice. They putting folks to death. You gonna do Islam and Shiite law up in there. But in America, you could do anything because it's a place, it holds every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. These are unclean and hateful people. There's no matter how much America try to say they love everybody, they hate just rise to the top every time. Only our people is the one fooled. They the only one looking at the one white person that try to act like they're good and say all white people ain't bad and get stabbed in the back every time. Read on up.
Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
See, this is how we know Babylon is America. All these people making money off of America because America spends money. America is able to spend money because America made money off of free labor off the backs of the blacks and Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
So they became the richest country on earth. That's how America ended up being the lead dog. You got free labor to prop your country up with. That means you making free money. That means you're able to build your military up. Then you go and conquering and taking other people's stuff. That's how we know. And then America, like China, a perfect example. This is how when they brought up Asia being in cahoots with Babylon, how did China get built up? Because America stopped making their own stuff and started buying from China for cheap. So all that money that all them products that they got for China, they paid them. China built their country up, built their military up. That's why they stand up against America. Because America put the money into them because they had it. So they built up another country. That's why China be hurt. Because China make more money off of America than they do anybody. All these countries do. Because America like to live deliciously. They want to have the best of the best. It's one of the most wasteful countries on the planet. The most spoiled country on the planet. Mm-hmm. People want stuff instantaneous. The American way. Because they spend that money. So all these countries benefit off of that. So when America go down, they gonna go down too. Because all that free money that America made and was giving up, that they was getting, they're not gonna get that no more. And they say, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. Read on.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
The Most High is talking to us specifically. Come out of her, my people, you Israelites, that you be not partakers of her sins, and receive not of her plagues. Ain't that what we doing? So we doing what he told us to do. We shouldn't have to worry about no plagues that come on this place.
That's right.
We spiritually came out of America. We're not buying into the philosophies and the religions and the thought process of this place anymore. We're not going to partake in her sins because we know who we are now. So when they say come out of her, my people, we know that that's talking to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Come out of her, my people. Let me see. I was going to keep going down. Let's jump to 1 Maccabees 1 and 11. The Bible said, come out of her, right, my people. But we still got people who want to be a part of this country. Even though this country done did us wrong, dirty, every time we turn around, they still want to be partakers of it because we got wicked men and women in Israel. We always have and always will be until Hamashiach come back. Read this out.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
See that? Even in those days, we had people doing the same thing. You got people when we came out of Egypt was saying the same thing. You got people right now that say the exact same thing. So why this country gonna be getting punished by the Most High? Why this world want to be getting punished? We're gonna have Israelites that want to be in a covenant with these people because they don't want to stop what they got going on. They don't want to lose that. You know, I work with Bob. Bob a good guy, but Bob pay his paycheck. I mean, a gift destroy the heart. But when you trust in the Most High and you got faith in Him, we don't care about who writing a paycheck because the Most High write the biggest paycheck. That's right. Like we said, we got brothers who ain't even worked, who freezers is full, who house rent is paid, who lights is paid, and because they leaning on the Most High God. That's right. Yo, paycheck. We have brothers come out talking about money. Money. You think we finna sell our soul for money in this place? We see the financial situation this place is in. It's like having a broke cousin trying to tell you about money. Bro, you ain't even got no money. You in debt. You think I want to hear about you talking about money? No, I'm gonna talk about the Most High. We trying to get that penny into the kingdom. And the Most High has told us that if we keep His way, then our way will prosper. I'm seeing that. So therefore, ain't an amount of money that in this place that you can give me that's gonna make me turn against my God and go do what the other nations are doing. Money, that's a facade. Money is a facade. Like you said, in Venezuela, they walking by the money on the ground. But a few years ago, somebody would have been fighting over that same piece of paper.
They wouldn't even take a second look.
Just like that. Because why? It's a thought process. Money is a thought process. You bartering is real. Money is fake. Me giving you services for something and you giving me product back, that's real. Or we exchange a product, that's real. You giving me a piece of paper and saying it's worth this much, that's all in our minds. Because somebody can turn around and say it ain't worth this much. Just like the stock market is a facade. It's going up and down, it's going up and down. How? Why? What's making it go up and down? 1 minute it go down because of COVID-19. Forgot his name for a minute. Trump come out and say a couple words and then it go back up. On the confidence of the president, well, I don't have no confidence in the president. He's not my president, but I got confidence in the Most High.
That's right.
Read on. Is that what I want? Yeah, that's what I want. That's all I wanted on that. Go to Isaiah 28 and 14. Isaiah 28 and 14.
That's the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 14. Wherefore hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule this people which is in Jerusalem.
This is talking to them same dudes out of First Maccabees 1:11. The same coons of the day. He say, hear the words of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule this people which is in Jerusalem. You Al Sharptons and Jesse Jacksons and Creflo Dollars and all them who want to hobnob with the white man. Steve Harvey's and Charles Barkley's and all these dudes who got prominence in our community, but they want to make a covenant with the heathen. Read on.
15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death.
What they make a covenant without?
We have made a covenant with death.
All you doing is making a covenant with death when you make a covenant with the heathens. Read on.
And with hell are we at agreement.
Yeah, they in agreement in hell. We in hell right now. They had an agreement to stay in hell. They think because they got a little money that they not in hell. But you passing up the kingdom for a little money in hell. You passing it up because you don't care about your people. They only care about people that's going to do what they want them to do. Mm-hmm. They don't care about the ones out here that won't do what they want them to do. See, when we go out there, we go preach. Whether you come with us or not, in 9 times out of 10, they not going to come with us. We still going to preach. We still going to teach. It don't matter if you come join us. We still going to give you this word. See, for them, it matters if you join them. If you give them a vote, if you on a squad, then it matters. But if you're not on a squad, they don't care. I care about them anyway. I care about them because they don't know who they are. They know not what they doing. I still care about them because if they come into this truth, we're going to be right here, brothers and sisters. That's how you know we care. If Steve Harvey put fringes on and grew his beard out and came into this truth, it's going to be like he always been in this truth.
That's right.
But you think Steve Harvey going to accept me? You think he going to let me come up in his house? We'll let him come up in here. And it ain't because of your fame, because we don't care nothing about that. Because of me, you a coon. Charles Barkley, we'll let you come up in here. We don't want your money. But you think they're going to let us come where they at? Al Sharpton? No. That's how you know who love who. Heck, they didn't even really want us to go into that thing they had at the rec center for the community when we went up there. They didn't really want us there. Because they don't want to do what God said to do. They want to do what the white man said to do. Read on up.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
See, they have made lies their refuge. They believe that America really loves them. They believe that America doesn't hate blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. They have made lies their refuge. They really believe this. Because why? Because they got a little money and they can go somewhere. But hasn't it been proven to us through Oprah that they don't care about niggas?
They don't care about it.
LeBron James, they don't care about niggas. And this is killing part. You will have some lower level redneck idiot that'll come do the stuff. They'll make a big deal out of it. He wrote nigger on the side of the wall. That's not a big deal to me. They president is a damn redneck cracker. You know he letting the word fly out his mouth all day. That's what they think about us. Then you have our people who making excuses up for them. Well, you know, no, they making lies they refuge and falsehoods they hid themselves. Them falsehoods is that money. That's their falsehood. Oh, make America great again, you got some money. Now we hide none of the truth. And the truth of God is the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Let's go to Leviticus
20 and 23.
Let's go to, we'll skip that. Go to Psalms 91. Psalms 91. We're about to round this thing out. I try to cut it, make it short. It don't work.
You got to get it out.
You have to get it out. So this last scripture said they hide themselves behind falsehood, right? They make lies their refuge. Well, Psalm 91 is for the ones who fear the Most High God, who want to make him your refuge. He told us what to do. Read.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the sacred place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Dwelling in the secret place of the Most High is dwelling under his law, statutes, and commandments. It's a secret place because these people think it's a secret. They think that the laws is done away with and you ain't got to keep it. Well, what about the commandments, man? What about the commandments? Can you hide yourself in them at least? Goodness gracious. I don't care what nobody say. You can keep the 10 commandments. You know how they say, you can't keep the law. All right, can you keep the commandments? Because if you can keep them, I'm pretty sure you can keep the law. They can't keep that neither. Let them tell them. They not even going to try. But we going to hide in the secret place of the Most High because we know what the secret place of the Most High is. The laws, statutes, and commandments. Read on up.
Verse 2. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress.
He's what up?
He is my refuge and my fortress.
I think I'd rather dwell up under the Most High as my refuge and my fortress than lies and falsehoods. Because the Most High is the truth. Read on.
My God, in him will I trust.
So I'd rather trust in him than lies and falsehoods. That don't even make no sense in the first place. But you know who the father of lies is? The devil. So when they trusting in this country, they trusting in lies and falsehoods, they trusting in the devil, which makes sense. They trusting in the white man. Read on.
Verse 3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. Verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. His truth, not lies and falsehoods. The Most High God's truth. And I'm going to get the truth right quick. The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So if we keep his law, then he shall be our shield and our buckler. That's how we know that he is our hedge of protection. If we keep his law, then he is our shield and our buckler. He will protect us from the noisome pestilence and the snare of the fowlers. Read verse 5 out.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day.
Flieth. Read on.
Flieth by day. Verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that was wasted at noonday.
So it say, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, because that pestilence is invisible. We can't see the coronavirus, but the Most High will protect us from that thing, man. When we make him our shield and our buckler, when we make him our refuge and our fortress, we're going to be protected. So if we follow the instructions that the Most High God has left for us to do, then we shouldn't have anything to worry about. We don't have anything to worry about, because give me Numbers 23 and 19. Yeah, Numbers 23 and 19. That's what that'll be our last one.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 19. God is not a man that he should lie.
God is not a man that he should lie. So if he's telling us to do his will, if he's telling us to obey him, to be in the truth, to keep the law, then anything that he promised to us from that, he is not a man that he should lie. Read on.
Neither the Son of Man that he should repent.
Uh-huh.
Hath he said, And shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good?
So if he said it, he gonna do it. That's what a real man do. That's what we taught to do.
Keep his word.
Keep his word. Keep our vows. So how the Father telling us to do that, he not gonna do the same thing.
That's right.
He gonna do it and even more. So if we want to be protected, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you Hebrew Israelites, the children of Israel, then we need to adhere to what the Most High God has told us to do. We need to adhere to keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments so that we can have that hedge of protection around us through these turbulent times that we're living in, through these pestilence and plagues and wars and rumors of wars and this hatred that's happening to our people. We need to stay steadfast in the truth. So if we do that, the Most High will keep his promises if we uphold our end of the covenant that we made with him. And with that, I'm gonna give a law. I should have already had it. I read it. Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26. And it reads, and ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. So the Lord is commanding us to be holy. The word holy means separate. That's why he severed us from other people, to be separate from other people. And his laws, statutes, commandments are holy. That's what makes us holy. When we do what he told us to do, then he said he's holy. We do what he told us to do and follow the line, and that makes us holy. So he commanded us to be that, because we are to be a holy nation, a royal priesthood. We're supposed to show forth the praises of him that brought us out of darkness into the marvelous light. So when people see us, they supposed to see the glory of the Most High God. When they see sisters with their fringes on and they dresses and they skirts, they supposed to see the Most High God. When they see brothers with their beards and their fringes on, walking in the glory of the Most High God, they see the Most High God. That's how he set it up, and he commanded us to be a holy people. So with that, I say shalom.
Shalom.
I want to say thank everybody for supporting the Battle Axes and doing the Lord's work. Anything that you donate to us on GoFundMe, PayPal is greatly appreciated. It's going to go towards doing the Lord's work. And I hope everybody have a good evening. And I say shalom.
I don't know, the phone cut out.